Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for you. And it is New Year's, so I am using the new computer. I did tell you guys that once we came out of Mercury retrograde, which was today, that I would start using the new computer. So hopefully this one works better than the last one. And here's to a new year, you guys. Love you all. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, please show me the collective's love life. What can they expect for the year 2024? For all my singles, what can they expect? Embrace adventure. If we don't know what that means, being open to new ideas, open to new places, open to, whatever, okay? It says injecting adventure into your love life, whether you're dating or in a long-term romance, is a great way to keep things interesting. Putting yourself in new, exciting situations with a partner provides beautiful opportunities to really get to know someone. When is the last time you did something adventurous with someone you care about? In your journal, make a list of 10 ways you can bring more adventure and spontaneity into your love life. What are you waiting for? So for um, some of you like here, sorry. Okay. Even if you are in a relationship, it's time for you to put out like what type of new adventures would you like to seek with your partner if you're already with one? If you're not with somebody, what would you like to do? And then go out and start doing those things so that you have the experience, and who knows, you might actually meet the person on the excursion. So, you got to be adventurous though. You got to put yourself out there. So, what other messages do we have for the collective? Okay, we got a couple more. We've got three more. We've got Aries, detox negativity, and love letter to you. So, Aries says, and this is signs in love. So, maybe you are an Aries, or you could be meeting an Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign. Never one to shy away from a challenge. Fiery Aries relishes putting in all the work that is needed to win the hearts of those they desire. Once committed, Aries will pour their passion into the relationship to ensure a deep and intense romance. When Aries is in love, they will keep their partner on their toes with flamboyant declarations of love that show off their passionate nature and keep the spark burning. Aries takes it upon themselves to ensure the fire never burns out in a relationship. That is true. If an Aries allows the adventure to die out, because Aries are very adventurous. I'm also an Aries ascendant, so I know this one all too well. So with Aries, they are dedicated in a relationship until you give them a reason not to. And then all that dedication just is like out the window. They're like, no, I've had enough now. They will only fight for so long because you shouldn't have to continue to fight for a relationship. It should just like automatically, not that you guys aren't going to have your fair share of, negative and, experiences. That's just part of nature. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be something that is, hard won all the time. Aries is also somebody who is very adventurous. We do have the North Node in Aries right now, where we have those eclipses in Aries and Libra. So it's about taking action and being action oriented because it is ruled by the planet Mars. So it says detox negativity. It's a time to approach love with an open mind and heart. To do that, you first need to cleanse negativity and toxicity. Find a comfortable place to sit and place your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and begin taking deep, even breaths. Imagine that with every exhalation, you're breathing out negativity, and with every inhalation, you're bringing in positivity. Send positive breaths to every part of your body. Return to this meditation when you find yourself in a negative thought spiral. This meditation is especially powerful for Virgo signs. So you could have Aries or Virgo in your chart. With that said, it talks about, when we talk about Virgo energy, it is about purity, okay? Virgo is about being of service, so It's very important too that we detox the negativity from our body. I think for a lot of you, it might even be like a new, maybe for some of you, you decide to go to the gym. For others of you, you decide to get into this new hiking uh, group that there's, that there's somebody just put on, and all of a sudden in that hiking group, you meet someone. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. It can just be any adventure that you are taking. Some of you, it's a retreat, okay? Whatever this is, it's also asking you to detox the past. We've been talking about this for so freaking long. Detox negativity, the way that you're looking at the past, the way that you're viewing, your life compared to the past. Listen, today is the first day of a new chapter. Day one. How do you want this to go? I suggest journaling, because that is being brought up in this reading. Putting like journaling would be really good for you. And then it says a love letter to you. Write a love letter to the most important person in your world, yourself. Consider 3 things you love about yourself, big or small. Write each one down and then go into detail about why you love that part of yourself. Explore it in rich detail. Flatter yourself as much as possible, as if you were writing a love letter to someone. When we learn to admire ourselves, we can show up with confidence, integrity, and self-love in our relationships. I like that. So that could also be like the way you talk to yourself. And for others of you, I got anger issues. Okay. Have you been dealing with anger issues? Is that something that you fly off the handle? Maybe that's something you need to learn how to overcome. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be clear with you. I've had friends do this to me where everything is great. And recently even, and I'm just like, it takes me off guard because I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from? Like you'll be having a really awesome day with them. And then all of a sudden they just go out full in left field where it's like they go from 0 to 60 and you didn't even see it coming. They went from being in a really good mood to, I had one girlfriend who used to dirty look everybody who would walk past us. I had another one where it's like we're having a really good day, and then boom, all of a sudden in the next breath, she just goes into like a full on panic and anxiety. And I get that, but don't take it out on other people around you. And because that also won't work in a relationship, a love relationship, and a person will only handle that for so long as you are working to actively participate in cleaning that shit up. It's okay for like a minute, but then eventually it won't be okay anymore. And it's like the one thing that you turn a blind eye to will be the one thing that breaks you up in the long run. Make sense? Okay. So keep that in mind. So let me see. All right, Spirit. How will I was going to say, how will we meet the person? And for some of you, this will be Aries or social media. Maybe in Aries season, or like I said, this could be an Aries. Someone could be already spying on you. Maybe they've been watching your social media for quite some time. I feel like for some of you, maybe you even need to clean up your social media, clean up what it is that the pages that you're looking at. They could be dragging you down. But also like cleaning up your page. Like, do you have pictures of you and your ex on your social media? Maybe it's time for you to get rid of some of those things. Spirit, how will we meet our divine counterpart in 2024? Told you there's the anxiety. It's not talking about it. It's not asking. So it's underneath the detoxing negativity. It keeps wanting me to take you back to that. Okay. So for some of you, even your social media brings you anxiety, or somebody's been spying on your social media and it's giving them anxiety. For some of you, you had to detox your social media and just start deleting people and blocking them because it was bringing you anxiety, because you knew that you might get a message out of the blue from somebody you didn't want to hear from. Okay. So it's not really wanting to answer the question of how we're going to meet this person in 2024. What it's talking to me about is anger, frustration. Oh yeah, here we go. Truth. Right underneath the love letter to you. I think, okay, bottom of the deck, we've got travel. Yes, you are someone who has set extremely healthy boundaries. You have distanced yourself from people who are angry, people who bring out the worst in you. You're detoxing yourself from and like getting away from people who just irritate the absolute shit out of you. If there's something on social media that you are seeing that you're just like, ah, eh, eh, you just delete and block it. You don't even give a fuck anymore. Like it's like, truth be told, I'm done. You take the sword, you cut it out. I think that one of the things that brings out, and I talked about this before in my love readings, is about social media and relationships. Those two do not go hand in hand. Social media and relationships, the reason why okay, what is media? It's entertainment, is it not? Okay. What do you think Facebook is for? They put in bots to create drama for media. It's media, it's entertainment, right? That's what Hollywood is. That's no different on Facebook, Instagram. It's put there to create drama. I think for a lot of you, there needs to be a boundary when it comes to relationships, when it comes to social media, especially if that is some type of a trigger in your relationships. And I think that there's someone here who is like, no, there is other things that we could be doing with that embracing adventure. We could be traveling, because we do talk about embracing adventure. And in the other deck, we do have travel as the overall energy. Okay. So we could be out traveling. We could be, adventuring when it comes to one another, when it comes to like getting to know each other. If you're sitting on the couch and the person's like sitting there on their social media, like they're not really taking the time out to get to know you. They're just clicking and hearting whatever's on their list. That pissed me off. Not gonna lie. So one of the ways is to detox that, because like I said earlier, if this is something that triggers you, you just need to tell the truth. And if that is something that triggers you, a person who loves you won't even want to take that chance and will do anything they can to make sure that they don't trigger that insecurity within you. They're going to say, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Social media is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and just delete it. If you have a business that requires you to have social media, then so be it. But honestly, I think it's time for all of us to really lay the foundation in our relationships for what it is that we will accept and what it is that we won't in these new relationships. Me, for sure, social media is a deal breaker. Um, I'm not gonna have. I'm not the kind of person that wants to log into my sweetheart's phone and all of a sudden see some message from some high school sweetheart that still has the hots for him. No fucking thank you. That had better be a boundary, and that boundary is absolutely no social media. Now, of course, my business, unless he has a business that is all about social media and marketing and advertising, totally understandable, but not for the personal use. Not even my own personal page on my Facebook is for personal use. I run 3 Facebook pages and 1 Instagram and a YouTube, and they are all used for business. There is no pleasure. There is no fun. There is no like stalking people. I'm too fucking busy to care about that. So I think that you guys that gives you a little bit of an idea of what we need to do. And even if you're in a relationship right now, I think that it would be a really good time for you to sit down and have this conversation. And literally, what does this card say right here? Set that boundary right there. Set the boundary. It's time for you to start thinking about your, traveling, unless you're following like travel pages, like you don't need any of this drama that is purposely put there, like a Twinkie in front of a fat kid. It is purposely put there like the garbage cereal at the grocery store, right at kids' eye level, so that the kids will want it really bad. So if you dangle that Twinkie in front of this little fat kid, chances are, you know, temptation will finally get to you and you will reach out for that forbidden fruit. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say on this. I'll do another reading, but I almost get that this one's more about like setting boundaries, having that conversation with the universe and with your partner straight up. Don't hide the truth. Don't try to hide what gives you anxiety when it comes to your relationship. And if this is a trigger, make sure that you are honest with yourself, honest with your partner. And I'll tell you right now, if it's the right person, this person will have absolutely no problem saying, yeah, dude, I totally get it. And they won't even think twice about it because they don't want to ever put you in that situation. And that right there, my dear friends, is a keeper. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. If you're looking for a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under The Footsteps to Peace. And Happy New Year, and we will chat again soon. Take care.